What's up, guys? Welcome back to Fishing the North Atlantic. In the last video we did the tutorial for harpoon fishing and deep line fishing. We are currently set for deep line fishing and we are in the Old Squaw. And I think in this video we're actually just going to do some exploration, try to find everything that we can find, all the fast travel points, all the boats and stuff like that. And we're also on a mission, so I figured we could do some exploring while on this mission because we have 286 in-game hours to do all this stuff, and I know where quite a few things are, so it should be a little bit easier to discover everything that we need to discover. So we're currently heading towards our waypoint. It turns out you can set waypoints, but you can't do other things. And I want to say there's something up here. I could be wrong though. I don't remember. I know for a fact that there's a big ass boat right up in here, and you have to do it manually to get through these channels because it's very, very shallow water. I don't remember. Oh man, I'm gonna have to check notes. Man, why do I gotta check my notes? Did I save my notes? That's the other thing. Looks like I did. Looks like I did. Let's see here. So we got the ones up north. We got two of them up north. Oh, shoot, I forgot to get St. Mary's Bay. I mean, we don't need to get it right now. We'll get it later. When it's a little bit easier to fast travel over there. Right, okay. So, yeah, there is a... we got the Borge. We got the Fix. So... right up in here there's a boat, and I do think we can just autopilot this one over there. That should be good enough. Unfortunately, because we are currently on a mission, we kind of have to do this semi-manually. So what I will do is I will kind of just skip through some of the major events, skip through the whole driving portion until we get close to where we need to be, and then I'll bring you guys back in for that stuff, for the exploration video, just so you're not sitting here watching me drive this boat for hours upon hours on end. Right, let's do that. Hey guys, so, not to bring a downer on this video or any future videos, but it's going to be, these videos are going to be coming in kind of late, so you may or may not hear later on, or maybe I've already talked about it, I don't know. I've been recording a lot of videos just randomly. Well, not randomly, but with a plan. I just don't remember what all was said in those videos. But today, I had to put down one of my cats. His name was Nico. I've had him for 12 years. When I got out of the military, I picked him up from the Humane Society when he was just a little guy. He had one of his legs amputated from before I got him. So he was a three-legged cat. He was the sweetest boy ever. The saying around this house was, Nico loved everybody, and everybody loved Nico. I'm getting emotional. Excuse me. But, he was my dude for 12 years.
He was my guy. And he had kidney failure. The toxins in his blood were so high that the machine that the veterinarian used couldn't even read how many toxins there were, the levels of toxins. So basically, he was not eating. He was drinking, but he wasn't eating. And so yeah, I took him in, and they checked him out, and it turned out that basically, for all intents and purposes, his kidneys had failed. So I had three options. One was I can put him in the hospital, where he would basically be on an IV for 24/7, trying to flush those toxins out of his system. And it wouldn't have even been guaranteed to work because of how bad it was. The cost alone was something I couldn't do as well. We're talking thousands of dollars, which I can't afford that. Especially with something that may or may not work, and the chances of it working were slim. Option two was in-home care, where basically I'd have to inject him at least twice a day, again to try to flush out these toxins. But that was a long shot. And option three was saying goodbye. And I just didn't want his last days to be getting poked over and over and over again, in the slim chance that he might survive. So I put him down. I said my goodbyes today. Wow. It's hard talking about. I thought I was good. And I'm not. So I said my goodbyes. So, as you can tell, it is, it's rough. Alright, it's rough on me. I'm gonna go ahead and finish out this video, getting the locations done. I'll post this, and then I have one more video that I'm currently working on. I cut that video off because I got the call from the vet saying that I can bring him in today, the day that I'm actually doing this talk. Anyways, yeah, so the videos, I've got no guarantee on when they're going to come out. Like I said, I'm currently editing this one. Once this one's done, I'm going to upload it to YouTube. And we'll kind of go from there. I don't know when I'm going to finish recording the next video. There's no motivation at this point in time to play games. I tried distracting myself with some World of Tanks, and it worked for a little bit. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm not doing so hot. Yeah. So, just so you know, I want my viewers to know that it's not easy for me right now. It will get better. We'll get back to how we were, happy and everything else. But as of right now, I'm not there. So I ask your forgiveness and for your patience for the upcoming videos. Yeah. Thanks, guys. And I realized that I had my microphone off, so we did get the selfie that was right up in here. And now we're heading out towards this section, which if you're going to go and get this boat, you're going to want to try to time it during the daylight hours, because you have to manually steer through this area here because it is super shallow water.
So I'm heading over there now. It is currently Monday, August the 3rd in the year of our Lord 2020. In game, anyways. It is a whopping 68 degrees Fahrenheit, nice and comfortable. And it is 0447 in the morning. So we should have it timed out pretty well. We should be hitting it around, I don't know, I would think around 8 a.m. Hopefully. We'll find out. But anyways, that is our current plan, is to go find that. Alright. Well, we're right outside this channel. And yeah. Oh, you know what I want to do? So for this one, I do highly recommend that if you're in absolute on your throttle, go to relative. Because you're going to be throttling a lot going through this channel. And it's kind of nice to be able to set your speed however you want. Because you're going to want to go through here fairly slow. But you can see the boat we're going after right there. Right, we don't need the searchlight on. This requires the utmost focus, so you do not run aground. And since we are using an outboard motor, we should be able to traverse this fairly well. Yes, I know I'm entering shallow water. I don't need the notices. In midday, you can actually see the ground. Well, you can kind of see the ground right there. So yeah, this is very shallow water. Do not recommend going through this quickly. Do not recommend it at all, for that matter. Can we actually go through? I think we can actually go through that way too. Which we might go out that way. I don't know if we can or not. So as long as the green is on our right hand side, we should be alright. This is going to take a while. You definitely want to go through here with something that's a shallow water boat and is pretty maneuverable. You definitely want something that can maneuver. This is probably not the best pick for that, but it is what we've got, so that's what we're doing. Look at how close we are. Jeez, that is really shallow water. Let's take it nice and easy through here. Oh wow, we bumped the bottom. Just barely, but we did bump the bottom. And that's why you want to go slow, though. Look at that. Look how shallow this water is. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, we can't go through there. Man, I was hoping that'd be a shortcut out, but nope. So the idea here is slow and steady. Because the slower you roll, the easier it is to maneuver, especially with these outboard motors, at least in this game. Yeah, this is really, really shallow water. Let's just get rid of the HUD. We can see the boat we're going after right there. Which honestly, I should probably have the HUD on. So I don't know if it's going to show us the notification or not. We got just enough of a channel in here to get there though. I might try going a little bit faster getting out. I don't feel comfortable doing it though. Can I actually swing her back around? Yeah, I can swing that way. I can also go around that way. Oh, why is our green on the wrong side? I don't like that. I don't... What? These markers are wrong. Like, really, really wrong. We found the Moby D! Let's go. That'll be that guy there. Yep. Right. Wow, this channel narrows really quickly too. So the question here is, how do we get out? I'm pretty sure I just gotta flip a U-turn here. If I just follow the channel, I should be okay. Oh, that's really tight right in there. I'm glad I'm doing this during the daytime, otherwise I would have run aground right there. This is like so tight. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. Come on, turn. It looks like we can clear a lot of this, though. I think I'm going to go out the same way I came in. Just because do I? That seems like a lot of turning to go through there. You know what? It's a game. Screw it. Can we make the turn? That's the question. Can we actually make this turn? Barely. Barely. Okay. We should probably start our next turn now. I like the little details with the moss. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you definitely want a slow, shallow boat going through here. Otherwise, you will find yourself in lots of trouble. You know, going this way might actually be a little bit quicker. Kicked up the speed a bit. Hopefully that won't bite me in the rear. Okay, this little section's a little bit wider. I like that. I just want to get out of here. This area to me is just scary because I don't really want to have to spend like $90,000 for a rescue. It's expensive if you run your ship aground or if it sinks. It's just stupid expensive. Right. So then we're going to go make a right-hand turn to get out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can say we are home free. Not worried about running aground in here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so where we're going to go from here is over here. I don't believe there's anything up in there, not that I can remember. That was weird. Had somebody knock on my door. And it's 9 o'clock at night. So that shit don't make no sense. Right, so it looks like we're going to go through another tight channel to just kind of cut some time off of driving around. But yeah, our next spot is going to be right up here. Alright, so we're pretty close to our next port, whatever that might be. Which is going to be right up in there somewheres. I want to say this is Dennis Point, but I'm not too sure, and I need to go here, controls, make that absolute again. So the difference between absolute and the other setting is with absolute it's basically one click. So if I press X, that'll cut my engines. If I press X again, or yeah, if I press, is it X or S? One of the two. X is to cut the engines. If I were to press S, it would go into full reverse, and it's just one click. So now I go into full reverse. If I want to go full steam ahead, I just press W again, and it goes full speed. Whereas the other one, it depends on how long you press the button down, will increase your speed. So that's why I did the other way for that narrow channel, just so I can control my speed better. This way I'm not really too concerned with my speed here, so I can just go absolute. And I want to check, I don't remember, guys, if I bought the best hook or not. I think I did, but I don't remember. Hook. Yeah, I did buy it. Alright, cool. I've got 32,000. I could get the best knife, because eventually we're going to get to gutting. So we'll go ahead and buy that. We're fixing to get 50 grand anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't think there was anything up there. I think our next spot is down here? Or over here. Either way, it's pretty close. Drifting in the ocean. I wonder if they know how we do in Nova Scope. Right, so if we come here, here, oh, where is that point? I'm pretty sure, actually, it's probably right there. Alright, let's do it. Right, so it looks like we're running pretty close to our next thing, whatever that might be. Is it going to be a boat? I mean, we got this boat out here, and I'm not seeing it on the mini-map, so I'm thinking that might be our next thing. Woods Harbor Lighthouse. Oh, it's a lighthouse. It's not a boat. Oh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Right. The next spot, I believe there's a boat right up in here. And I think there's a spot over here as well. So, we're going to do something like this. Our radar should pick it up, whatever is over in this area. Or was it up here? I don't remember. I'll find it one way or the other and bring you back for it. But we just found Woods Harbor. Fast travel point right there. Alright, I can see our next boat off in the distance there, straight ahead. So I was right, generally speaking. Another boat going through those two islands right over there. That's going to be our next boat. We'll see what it is. I don't need these messages. Let's see, what boat be that? It does like us to get kind of uncomfortably close to some of these boats. What is that? We found Fullagwin. That looks like an old-timey boat. Right, so I think our next spot is going to be right down here. It hasn't shown up on my map yet, but I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain, whatever that means. Yep, there it is. Just popped up on the map. Looks like we got no choice but to go around. I mean, unless I took that. Let's go this way. We'll cut through this little channel here, the same way that other boat did, and we'll slip around that way. That way we're not double backing on ourselves. Hopefully it'll save us some fuel, since this outboard motor apparently is going through fuel fairly quickly. Definitely something we're going to want to keep in mind when we're out fishing. I should be having my radar on, or my sonar on, just so I can see if there's like tuna or swordfish around, but I don't think they'd be this close. So maybe once we get out to open water, get into the deep stuff. Let's see, we got another lighthouse, which is cool. It's another fast travel point. And I'm telling you guys, the fast travel points will save you a lot of headache. Because since I'm still on a mission, I have to do all of this just like this. I have to manually steer the boat for the most part, or plot a course. But I can't do that whole fast travel type thing. But we get these two, or this one, and then I think there's 2 more, maybe 3 more spots we gotta get. I think it's only 2. There we go, we got the Hawk. I wonder why it's called the Hawk. Don't know. Anyways, right, so how do we do this one? I know there's something right here. Like there's another fast travel point here, and there's a boat up here. So I think we're going to do something like that, and then something like that. That ought to do it. Turn on our autopilot, and I'll see you once we get closer. Alright, well, I thought that this lighthouse was a fast travel point, but nothing popped up, which is weird. It's really, really weird, but whatever. I am fairly confident that there's a boat up here, but now I'm kind of losing confidence, because I could have swore this lighthouse was a fast travel point, but didn't pop off as one. Oh shoot, I forgot. There we go. Like, I was so sure that I did my whole save game, exit out, load the game back in. I thought it was another bug, but maybe I'm wrong. My radar ain't showing anything, so who knows. Oh yeah, you can see the boat from here. Wait, that's not the boat, is it? Yeah, that is the boat. That's what we're fixing to go get. Huh. That is the weirdest. I could have swore. Am I losing my damn mind? I was confident that that was a spot, but whatever. Actually, you know, there's a way. How did we check that? I think it was under here, right? Statistics, locations and boats discovered. Okay, so let's just double check things right quick. Yeah, see, that one's showing up. So we've got 1, 2. We had the boat over here, so that was 3, 4, 5. Was there something up there? Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Huh. Something just seems off with that, though. 11 out of 39. Whatever. I guess I'm wrong. Let's go get whatever this is. Should probably grab my waypoint. What is this boat? It's a fat girl, whatever it is. The Snarset. Unfortunately, it's going to disappear before we can get a good look at her. Yep. Alright, well, that's the location of the Snarset. And I'm fairly certain the last location we have is our mission point. Pretty sure that's the last place we... Well, not the last place we need to go, but I'm pretty sure that's where we're headed off to. I'm going to go the long way around because I swear this was a spot. Actually, let's drag you. Maybe I'm just messed up and it's there. Either way, I'll bring you back in if I discover something. Well, as it would turn out, I had the wrong location. I had the wrong lighthouse. It's up here. Alright, well, I mean, it works, right? we figured it out. We'll just set our waypoint to where we drive right through it and we should be alright. Alright, so we got the Cape Rose... Is it Cape Roseway Lighthouse? Yeah, Cape Roseway. Huh. Okay, cool. Next stop is Digby, I believe. Alright, we are now entering our final stretch for the mission, which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and turn off autopilot, and we'll go in manually from here. Because this little protected harbor here can be a pain in the butt, especially when using autopilot. Highly recommend turning it off to get in and out of this joint, especially at night. And I say that because I've run into this seawall right there. Oh, Lockport, not Digby. My bad. And all these fishing boats just chilling. We'll just coast right on in. Cargo delivered, $57,000. Let's go. So now what this means is we can actually fast travel, so to speak. But this video I'm going to record in 2 parts. You're going to see it all in 1 part, but I need a break. I need to get something to eat. So, let's see here. Where will we go from here? From here, I know we're going to continue up this line. I know there's a boat tucked away up in here. I'm pretty sure there's one right up in here as well. And then we've got Luna Port or whatever that is that's right up in here. And I think that's all, well, it's not all the ports because we've got this one up here that we got to get. There's a boat back in here. Bay of Fundy is somewhere right up in here. We've got this one. Oops. We've got that port. There's a boat or a ship right up in here. I believe there's a fast travel point somewhere in here. Down here, there's a boat in here. I think there's a couple fast travel points out over in here. Well, there's one up here, if I remember correctly, or close to it, and another one down here. We've got quite a bit of discovery to go through to figure things out. But yeah, we will pick up and we'll continue our journey up north. And this time it will be a bit quicker, at least for me. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's get this show on the road. We're going for another boat, I believe. I think it's another boat. Get ourselves out of the harbor here, and we'll go get her. Alright, that works for me. So now that the mission is done, we can kind of fast travel our way through this stuff. I want to say it's here, but it might be over here. We're going to go up the first one and see how that works out. Keeping our map open just to see. Aha! Found it. Perfect. What is this boat? The Nova Scotia. That's a big boy right there. She's a biggin'. Alright. Turn ourselves around. I don't think there's much in the way of anything else in this area. I could be wrong. I could be really, really wrong. I think our next one is in here. I think we got one here, we got one there, in that little bit. I think we got another one up in here somewhere. Well, no, we got one here. Oh, that's right. There's one right here. There's one here. I think there's one here. And then we've got the dock or the port right there. Okay. Let's try to plot out a course for ourselves. We'll come there to begin with. I'm pretty sure there's one there. But now that we're not on a mission, oops. Oops, oops, oops. It should have popped right by now. If it was in there, I would think it would have popped by now. But we got this boat who's probably just going to stop right in front of us. Yep. We've got a shark in the area, which doesn't mean anything. It's just a shark. It's kind of neat when you see them swimming around, but I think you can only see them if you've got your lights on. I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe I'm wrong? Oh, I wasn't wrong. There's one up there. Okay. I would have figured that my radar would have picked it up earlier. We've got quite a few more spots to go in terms of getting all this done. I suppose I can turn on my light. Not that it helps too much, but there's the boat that we're going for dead ahead. That's a small boy. The Sharky. Okay. Look at that moon. Ain't that pretty? You know what? That's kind of a nice little screenshot right there. Right, is it this? think there's a point like right up in here somewhere. Yep. We're good. Oh, that's right. We need to, there we go. And the reason why you want to get all these, well, you want to get all the boats because it's options. We found Western Head. You want to get all the boats because it's options for fishing. And you want to get all these fast travel points because they are fast travel points. Makes life a lot easier. I want to say, is it up here or is it down here? I think it's up in this bay. Yeah. Oops. We found the Jarkin, which is that boat right over there. Okay. Right. So next we got to come all the way around because there's a boat right up in there. I don't think there's a fast travel point there. We'll go like that. Oh, there's something right there. So what we'll do is we need to move this tag over a bit. Hopefully that'll get us our coordinate there, whatever that is. I think we're gonna just miss it. So I'm gonna turn off autopilot. There we go. Kelp rock discovered. Nice. Alright, so we've got something. Yep. Look at that big boy. Look at that huge boat. Oh my goodness. The thing's gigantic. I kind of really want it. I really kind of want that boat just because of how big it is. I mean, that doesn't even qualify as a boat. That's a ship. The Lunar Bow. Okay. There's a good look at her. Golly, that thing's huge. And get ourselves turned around. Right, so then we've got Lunenburg up here. I don't think that there's anything up here. There might be. There might be. I doubt it, though. Like, right on the edges of the map, there's almost always nothing. Should probably get some fuel since we're at about half a tank. I don't know if we're going to be able to get everything discovered that I want to get discovered. Just because I know we're short on cash. We need to go fishing. But I want to discover as much as I possibly can. We'll dock there. Let's purchase fuel. Oh, it's only $500 to purchase fuel. That's cool. Alright, that works. I'm happy with that, actually. There's one boat that I'm not confident we can get with this boat. We might have to get something a little bit more low profile. But we'll cross that line once we get to it. Right. Where to go from here? I'm fairly certain there's points out down in here. Let's just fast travel to Lunar Head, or Western Head rather, and then from here, I want to say there's a point right here. I could be really, really wrong about that. No. Where is it? I mean, you'd almost think that there'd have to be something out in these areas. Is there a boat sitting? No, okay. I want to say it looks like I'm fixing to crash into another boat, but is there really nothing over here? That is odd. I would have figured there would have been something down here. I've never gone down there before. Right, well, let's come up here then. I guess we don't have to worry about the deep sea stuff anyways, not right now. Eventually we'll get out there and we'll really explore it once we get to that point where we need to. Okay. We got something over here. And we're low on fuel again. It's fantastic. Seal Island. Right, okay. So from here, let's go there. Then we'll jump up there. Yep. I knew about this spot. Oh yeah, it's a boat. We found Toby! Right, okay. So, we really need to think about fuel and whatnot. So maybe we should go grab fuel here. We'll fast travel here. We'll work our way over, grab these things that are right up in here, and then grab these. And then I guess for the most part we can call ourselves done. Like, I know we don't have... We're not going to have everything discovered. I'm fairly certain we're not going to have everything discovered. So let's fast travel here. Yes. And this is why you want the fast travel points. It gets you where you need to go quickly. Let's set a marker there. I want to say there's something right up in here too. Set a marker there. Dang, I was almost right on top of it. Grand Manan Island. Right. And then we'll just creep our way over into the port. Anyways, how are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a fantastical day. And I apologize if I've said that before. It happens when you record videos in multiple parts. In multiple days. Me personally, I'm doing okay. I've got Nico is one of my cats. He's my three-legged cat. He's not doing too hot. So it looks like Wednesday I was able to get an appointment made for him. Hopefully the vets can figure out what's wrong with him. I just hope he can make it to Wednesday. The poor guy's not even eating anymore, which is concerning. Trying not to think about it too much. Let's see here. We want to come all the way up here. Hopefully we won't destroy our boat. Good. Beautiful. Oh, there it is. The Catherine. Right, she's going to disappear before we see her, so we'll get a good look at her. So let's come up there. The Bay of Fundy, I think the point is right around in here. It's like the only one that I really truly can remember the name of. No. Where is the point for the Bay of Fundy? I think I'm too far north. Maybe if we go this way. Ah! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Sneaky, sneaky. There's the buoy for it right there. Alright. So there's three more spots. 3 more locations. Well, we've got one location, one fast travel location, one port, and there's one more boat that I know of for sure. But like I said, I think our mast is too tall to get that last boat. Because there's a bridge that's in the way of it. And I know that because I've run into it. So, yeah, that's something that has happened. We're going to check it out, I mean, we're in daytime, so we should be able to see if we're going to clear it or not. Hopefully we'll have enough daylight to get over there and see. And this is taking too long.
Let's just move that right there. Digby Gut Lighthouse, right. So, the one spot I'm talking about is down over here. So if we do that, we come over here. I want to say the bridge is like right there. Hopefully I'm not too far off. Yeah, crap. I don't think we can clear that. Wait, does that bridge go up and down? Is that a, No. We need a really, really small boat to get under there. We're not going to make it. Crud. I was hoping that'd be a drawbridge, but I don't think it is. Right. So we're going to be short one boat. We need a very, very low profile boat to get to that. So it's down over in here is where that last boat is. We just need something that's a bit shorter. So, now that we know that, and we've discovered Digby. Yay. Alright, well, I know there's more locations, I just don't know exactly where they are. Like, I know that there's 2 of them that we were near, but not near enough to where the game would recognize it, where our radar would pick up on it. But that's okay. It's okay. So, let's take a look at where we are. So we're missing 10. We're missing 10 locations. I'm pretty sure we've got all the ships, all the boats. So I'm pretty sure it's just 10 locations that we're missing. And I'm pretty sure they're all deep water locations. I just don't know where they're at. If you guys know where they're at, let me know. Shoot me a website or something, or if you got pictures, hit me up, and we'll coordinate something. If you've got pictures of where the other locations are at, actually hit me up. I'll give you access to my Discord, and if you can post them in Discord, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. I don't have a section for fishing the North Atlantic on my Discord. Actually, if you guys want my Discord, if you want to join my Discord community, it's very quiet. It doesn't get blowed up very often, so it's not like you're going to get notifications after notifications from my server. It's just a place where a whole group of people just kind of get together every now and then. We post our achievements, things like that. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and I will throw in a link to my Discord. But yeah, I'm really looking for the last 10 locations, so if you have them, by all means, hit me up, and we'll figure it out one way or the other. Right, let's get our fuel. That. Let's go to the bar. Let's see, swordfish from today. Hell yeah, and tuna? Get out. Those are both the things that we want, and they're free, so I'm going to purchase both of those. Let's see, where do they want us to fish? We're down here. Okay. Right, so anyways, guys, that is going to be it right now for my locations vid. Like I said, I'm fairly certain there's probably something down here. Maybe I was too far north. There might be some things down here. I'm trying to remember, because I did find stuff down here. I just don't remember where.
So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button. If I've earned it, hit the subscribe button. And as always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.